Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Paloma Soccer Complex in Mesa, Arizona for today's NAIA CalPAC action between the Park University Gilbert Buccaneers and the University of St. Catherine Firebirds. St. Catherine Firebirds coming in on a hot streak. They have not lost a game since September 29th. And that includes some wins over Embry. That includes 2 wins over a ranked Embry-Riddle team. For some reason, the team isn't receiving votes, but they're going to be looking to get in that CalPAC tournament with a win here today, and they're going to strung out strong player to watch for is number 7. She has the ball right now. Sierra Little leads the team in goals, assists, and points. Someone that they are missing today is number 13, Isabella DeLeon, who is also tied for the lead in goals. But this is a very potent striker group for the Firebirds. That includes Little, also includes Veronica Rodriguez, number 14. Then off the bench, that coach Katie Ritchie likes to turn towards Lauren Betancourt. Both of those players totaling 8 and 4 goals respectively. So this is going to be a tough matchup for the Buccaneers that are still looking for the first win on the season, looking for the first win in Coach Jack Hartley's career. He spent a couple of seasons as the University of Jamestown up in North Dakota as their assistant coach before coming down to Arizona. Still struggling to find some success. They did have a tie against Sierra Nevada. They scored their second goal of the season against West Cliff on Friday. Josie Perez notched her first collegiate goal. But they're definitely, the weight of this match is going to fall on an experienced backline of Galilea Medina, Destiny Tacey, and Alondra Castro to shut down this potent forwards group. Could hear head coach Katie Ritchie wants her team to start fast. You can definitely tell the disappointed not receiving votes towards NAIA rankings despite being 13-4, despite being on an 8-game winning streak, and 2 of those wins coming against a ranked Embry-Riddle team in conference. Only 6-1 in the CalPAC. Their only loss came against a Benedictine Mesa team that they actually ended up defeating in their rematch on Friday. This ball is getting juggled around in the middle. Washaka's going to control. She tries to send it wide, but that's one's going to be intercepted by Adamari Gonzalez. She's going to throw into the middle and out wide now to Veronica Rodriguez. She tries stabbing it past Castro, plays it off her, and that's going to lead to a corner kick for the Firebirds now. Looks like Vanessa Massaro in the far corner going to take this for the Firebirds. He's going to send it away, measuring it into the box. Looks like someone got a head on it. Looks like Hadlin, but the ball juggles outside, and that's going to get recontrolled by Gonzalez. Sends it up top for Cavazos. That one's just going to float in and caught by Lisbeth Medina. Buccaneers honored seniors just before the game today. Lisbeth Medina, the only one honored for this Bucks team. She started her career at Mesa Community College before coming to this Buccaneers squad last season. In her time, she has totaled a lot of saves, has had a lot of shots come her way this year, totaling 324. Has the school record in saves, has the school record in save percentage, so she will be sorely missed last year, but she definitely keeps these Bucks teams in games perhaps longer than they should be, so they're going to lean on her too, when, especially just as I mentioned a couple times before with Little, Rodriguez, and Betancourt on the pitch. Going to definitely need some stout defense. Medina in the direction of Benson. Ball still being juggled around, headed away by Washaka. This one's still going to be handled by the Firebirds. Sierra Little at the top, and that one's blocked in front by Jennifer Gonzalez. Now Buccaneers trying to stop something. Not a good touch there from Cheyenne Stobart. So that goes all the way back to the Firebirds goalkeeper, Victoria Cavazos. The Firebirds will start a counterattack. Zamora working on with shotgun on the far wing. She's going to set one up in the box. Kneed away by Medina. Ball just bouncing around. Little will settle it. And swung out wide for Gonzalez. Gonzalez trying to chase it down. She'll send it back into the box. Hard challenge there from Benson. Officials letting him play on. Bucks defense forcing the Firebirds to turn away at the moment, but they're going to reset now, swinging it the width of the field. Wolf trying to get it down to the wing, but blocked, and she'll reset. Little trying to play it into the middle. Not a good time for Rodriguez. You can hear Coach Katie Ritchie calling for her team. She wants 5 shots already early in this one. Firebirds just having trouble connecting with that final pass, but Firebirds in their earlier matchup against those Bucks this season defeated them 3-0. But you've seen the improvement of these Bucks teams in rematches. They lost to Embry-Riddle 7-0 earlier in the year, and then they ended up losing only 1-0 in double overtime. Westcliff was also a 0-6 loss when they played earlier in the season, and then in their rematch on Friday, they only lost 3-1. So Coach Jack Hartley, in his first year with a pretty young group of freshmen and sophomores, has really had him playing tough down the stretch. Goal scoring issues still remain. The Bucks only have 2 goals on the season, courtesy of Peyton Simpson and Josie Perez. But still only graduating 1 senior. So this team will basically be the same team on the pitch next season. Bucks trying to control in the Firebird zone. Just some sloppy passing leads to a turnover. Firebirds are going to reset, play it in the middle for Rodriguez. It's going to be a sprint to the ball now. Castro with a narrow lead over Gonzalez. Played up. Benson on the sideline. Veronica Rodriguez able to strip it away from her. Both teams still trying to play. Tacey coming up, able to sniff that one up. She's going to play it for Stobart, but too far. So that's also been a Bucks issue this year, is just getting passes out of the zone and trying to clear just some poorly weighted passes, leading the turnovers that can otherwise be promising chances for the Buccaneers. Had that issue against Benedictine Mesa at the last Buccaneers sports broadcast
Diego to switch
on October 24th. See the disappointment for Jack Hartley. That ball is into the middle. Sierra Little trying to settle it. Sierra Little now working on 2 Buccaneers, and she's going to send it in and just missing the net.
Good idea. Keep shooting.
So a nice individual effort from Sierra Little. Doesn't lead to a goal, but the best chance so far in the early going. Not even 10 minutes into this first half. Game still not up at 0-0. Firebirds have pretty much controlled all of these 10 minutes. Medina mentioned she's seen over 320 shots come her way this season. She's already seen a couple more in this game. Turnover by the Firebirds. Throw in. Perez getting tangled up. No call there. Now lead to a quick throw in for the Firebirds, and they'll try to reset once again. Deep kick there. Casey with the turnover. They're going to set back up for Little. Washaka came up to shut that one off, and the Buccaneers will try to clear. Perez has Stobart on her right. She'll send it there. They do have Stobart. Stobart closing in. She sends it in, and that one's swallowed up by Cavazos. Looking for Benson streaking in. So a nice rush from the Buccaneers. That's something to struggle with, getting going out early, especially with their counterattacks. Medina doesn't choose to pick it up. Now she does, as Adamari Gonzalez was in the vicinity. Booed away, headed by Perez. Benson now trying to close in on the ball. Bounce still bouncing. Hadlin trying to control. She'll play it back for Cavazos. She'll send it up. So Buccaneers applying a good amount of pressure in the early going, something that they've struggled to do this season. Usually takes them a little bit before they're able to find some offensive control. Throw in for Perez is stabbed away by Gonzalez. Now a counter attack. Bad pass there from Rodriguez. Tacey almost slipped up. The Firebirds once again have to play it back for Cavazos. Cavazos trying to clear. Perez gets a piece of it, so the ball is still deep in Firebird defense. Castro in the middle. Tries sending it across. Stobart was really the only person there, but that went straight to Charlie's Wolf. St. Catherine trying to get the counterattack set up. Zamora setting up. She'll swing it to the middle. For Gonzalez, stripped away by Medina. Medina's been in and out of the lineup this season. He's dealt with some injuries, but just as a freshman has been a key player on this back line for the Buccaneers, so she got the start today. She was definitely missed against Benedictine Mesa when they lost 1-0. Little trying to start the counterattack, able to glide past Tacey. Is going to set up on the wing for Veronica Rodriguez. That ball just too far ahead. Medina's going to come out of her line and swallow that one up. So both teams struggling to get passes into the box. Sia Little for the Firebirds has had the best chance all day, but he's still knotted up at 0-0. Both teams trying to feel each other out, get settled down. A lot of missed passes early on as they're going to set up in the middle. Little and Medina working on each other. Looks like players got tired up. So Medina on the clear was taken off of her feet. Don't know if it's because her and Little got tied up or she lost her footing, but Medina still down. She hit the ground pretty hard. They're not setting out the training staff. Looks like she might have just gotten the wind knocked out of her momentarily. So she's back up. A good sign for the freshman defenseman. One of the premier defenders on this team. Her and Destiny Tacey have been getting it done all season.
go, USK.
Wait for Medina, looking to swing it out wide for Castro. Firebird creeping in. Tried playing it to the middle. That's going to lead to a turnover. Zamora now plays it for Little. Little checks it back for Gonzalez. Firebird still failing to connect on passes near the box. Ball just being juggled around right now. Zamora able to get past two defenders with Shaka closing in on her.
Hit it, hit it.
Able to tip it momentarily. Firebirds keep possession. Good play there. Veronica Rodriguez playing it for Little. Plays it back to Rodriguez. She's going D1 up and off the crossbar.
Good idea. Keep shooting. Let's go.
So Veronica Rodriguez almost sent one bar down on Medina. Rodriguez, sophomore forward from Jacumba, California, has 8 goals on the season. That is one shy of Sierra Little and Isabella DeLeon for the team lead. She almost just put one away there. Ball sent in, looking for Rodriguez again. Before the ball goes out of bounds, she was able to just push it towards Elizabeth Medina, who bats it down, swallows it up. She'll boot it away now. So the last 2 Firebird possessions, seeing a lot cleaner passing. Pin zone, looking for Benson in the middle. Benson not able to get a foot on it, and that's going to lead it to Hannah Hadland. Hadland trying to play it up for Little. Medina not able to get a good first touch. She'll regain control though. Playing for Benson in the middle, looking for Gomes. Gonzalez looking for Little. Tough challenge there from Medina, and she gets it. So foul called on Alyssa Meza on Benson. That'll lead to looks like Washaka, the captain on this team, is going to take the kick. Shaka looking in the direction of Benson. Benson able to get a foot on it. Ball being kind of juggled around the box right now. Firebirds able to clear. Foul on the Bucks. Looks like Gabby Pinzone just grabbing a little too much. Casio looking on Gonzalez. Again, Firebirds looking for Little. He's looking on the clear. Tacey jumping in on the attack from a defense position, but puts it out of bounds.
They're playing okay.
So, a couple subs
Go, USK.
coming
Go,
in
Sweet.
for the
Make a
Firebirds.
difference out there. Let's go.
Kennedy McKenzie comes in, and Lauren Betancourt. So they sub off one of their lethal goal scorers in Rodriguez, and Katie Ritchie opts to put in Betancourt, who's also one of the lethal striking pair. McKenzie now working in the middle, just whiffs on the kick. Gomes able to recover. Benson plays it back to Gomes. Medrano comes sliding in. They're looking for Betancourt in the box. Betancourt does have it. That one was deflected away before it could get on the foot of Zamora. Pinzone trying to work the midline. Benson trying to swing out wide for Perez. Just no one. Perez decides not to run after it. Curious decision there. She might have had something. She was in between two Firebird defenders. Kennedy McKenzie, Medina, ball just trickling along the sidelines. It will stay in. Castro playing it into the middle. Pin zone trying to turn it around. Medrano gets there first, but it falls at the feet of Gonzalez. So the Buccaneers will reset. Trying to set something up in their offensive zone. Trying to force it into Perez, but she was sandwiched between two Firebirds, and this is going to be a long ball played Gonzalez. A nice ball there. Gonzalez with Castro right on her. She's going to ping it into the box and over the head of Betancourt and out of bounds. I believe that was off of the Firebirds. University of St. Catherine in the white kits. Park University Gilbert Buccaneers in the maroon with the gold socks. Bad turnover there. Gets at the foot of Meza, and Meza just sails it over the net. So Firebirds still have trouble just finishing. They've had some passes missed in the box. They had one shot ping off the crossbar. Coach Katie Ritchie trying to get her team settled down. They wanted her to start fast, obviously feeling a little bit of chip on their shoulder, sitting at 13-4, but not receiving any votes towards NAIA standings. I mean, 2 of her wins coming against an Embry-Riddle team that is ranked in the top 25. For some reason, they're just failing to garner any national attention. About halfway through this first half. Team sitting 0-0. Turnover there, trying to get to Perez. Perez gets tangled up by Hadland. That's going to be a foul on Hadland. So nice work from Perez, and definitely looks like this forward group of Benson, Perez, and Stobart has been active early on, or at least more active than what we've seen so far from Jack Hartley's crew.
Justin Jefferson.
Ball played into the box. There's a wall of red and white.
Thielen, so they got to focus on Thielen
Just
too.
unable to penetrate. Tacey hopping in from her defense position, trying to get past 2 Firebirds, leaves it off for Perez. Perez turns around, hands it back off to Tacey. Tacey trying to send it into the box. That one's going to ring off of Hadland, or at least Charlie's Wolf, excuse me, and out of bounds. Throwing for the Bucks on the feet of Gomes. Gomes had time if she really wanted to, but just not good contact. Looking for Benson in the box. And Adamari Gonzalez is going to clear for the moment, but that falls to the feet of Castro. And now the Firebirds will get a hold of it. It is Gonzalez. Castro in front of her. Tries playing it up for McKenzie. Benson Gonzalez trying to get the ball down. Physical play there.
Be ready, 3.
Ball played into the middle for Meza. Meza pushing up now. Meza with Medina in front of her. It's going to leave it off for Betancourt. Betancourt has McKenzie in the box. She decides to turn around. Sent in now and out of bounds by Massaro.
Get it back, USK.
Elizabeth Medina sends it for Tacey. Tacey
Let's go.
not able to get a good touch on it, so immediate turnover. See if the Firebirds can capitalize on it. They'll get a throw in with Massaro. physical play on the sideline. No call there. Charlize Wolf able to turn around. She'll leave it for Medrano. Medrano just plays it back, so Firebirds will reset with their back line. Nice ball for McKenzie. Medina closing in on her, and that one, Betancourt running in on it. Betancourt's not going to get there in time, so a goal kick for Medina. So some good active play from the Buccaneers early on. We've seen Tacey jump in on the attack. Washaka is being aggressive, challenging passes. So has Galilea Medina. And that has led to this game still being knotted up 0-0. Pushing the back there on Betancourt. Washaka is going to try to push this one towards midfield. Looking for Perez. Castro got in front of it. I don't know if that pass was intended for her, so Betancourt's going to reset. Castro right on her hip. Betancourt looking for a way to get around, and she just can't. Both players playing really physical, and she gets tied up. So Castro getting the upper hand in that physical matchup. Sure, we'll see a couple more of plays like those later on. Ball bounces out of bounds. Throw in there is just easily stepped in front of by Hadland. McKenzie in the middle with Washaka. McKenzie just glides past Washaka. Castro coming on the back. She's going to lay it out wide for Betancourt. Betancourt is going to measure this one into the box, just out of bounds behind the nets. That one appeared to be off of the Bucks. They're actually going to say it was off of the Firebirds. So throw in, looking for pin zone. Pin zone working on it now. Meza streaking towards the middle. Meza has McKenzie. McKenzie trying to settle it down, swings it out wide for Betancourt. Betancourt is going to swing that one into the box, and that one is slapped down by Medina. Ball looked like it might have been wide of the net anyways, but Medina nonetheless will get her hands on it. So with Sierra Little off the field, they're definitely looking for number 18 in white. And a late whistle on Perez. Perez came in late on the challenge on Hadland. Ball was pretty much like 20 feet ahead of him before the referee decided to blow her whistle. Let the Firebirds have it, and Leah Cavazos will set one up. Firebirds getting set near the box.
50 on one pass. Dalvin Cook, 85 yards in 3 attempts. And they only scored 7.
Looks like a handball on pin zone. He's going to give the Firebirds a chance just right outside the box.
Baltimore's okay.
So dangerous play there for the Bucks. Luckily, it was just outside the box, but this is going to be a good chance setting up for
I just don't think the
Cavazos.
defense is as good as they wish it was. I think the offense is okay. They don't really have anybody to help him. Marquise Brown is good, but
Richie telling
it's not the same
Cavazos to
offense it
aim
used to be
for the
was a couple years
crossbar.
ago, you know?
See if they can get a rebound off this one. Cavazos sends it way over the wall and over the net. So a wasted opportunity for the Firebirds. Still 0-0. 2/3 of the first half have been played. 15 minutes remaining in this first half between St. Catharines Firebirds and Park University Gilbert Buccaneers. Buccaneers have been a lot more active today than in games past in terms of their forwards, in terms of their defense coming up and challenging passes. McKenzie able to keep this one in. Medina just sends it way out of bounds, and defense is going to reset, but gotta like the pace of play if you're Jack Hartley. This Buccaneers team. St. Catharines got the win earlier this year on September 24th. A 3-0 victory at St. Catharines. McKenzie playing down for Betancourt. Betancourt just going to send a low ball, trying to get into the ball and out of bounds.
Coach is kind of crazy.
So we've seen a lack of connection from both teams early on.
I was trying to hear the song.
Dina taking her time on the goal kick. That one just goes off of Castro's foot and out of bounds. So this is really where the Buccaneers start to see the tides turn. Just unable to clear. Firebirds putting on more pressure, trying to clear. McKenzie and Medina getting physical. Referee just quick whistle, shut that off. So a free kick upcoming for the Bucks. But it's really when they start failing to clear the ball, which they've done pretty well for the majority of this first half. But you start to see a little bit of those cracks start to show later in games.
Think? You get that boot on you? Are you?
Gonzalez lays it back for Medina, looking for Gomes. She'll swing it out wide. No one's there except a white jersey and Massara. Massara is going to carry up now.
What?
Plays it ahead for Zamora. Zamora is going to swing it out wide.
I said it last year too. I don't think
And the
we're
flag
ready to go,
came
man.
up. Adamari Gonzalez called for the offsides.
Then we jump into the games too fast. It's our pitchers. Like, yeah, the hitters are ready, but the pitchers aren't.
I don't think the hitters really are either. We just had a game where we were like 18 strikeouts. It's because we're not hitting BPing. When guys go to the cage, just screwing around.
McKenzie trying to lay it out wide for Betancourt. Betancourt was actually coming up to provide some help, but McKenzie thought she was going the other way. So Betancourt and Medrano are going to check it out now. While still being batted around there, Stobart working on the sidelines. Firebirds forced to turn back. Cavazos swings it for Hadland. Hadland for Gia.
I think we're gonna have to go to extra time here, dude. This is looking like a 0-0 game, dude.
Counterattack setting up now for the Bucks. Just Stobart not able to get a good first touch on it. Ball gets ahead of her and a turnover for the Bucks, but could have been a nice counterattack.
I'm tripping someone. I'm
Yeah. No.
Perez and Cavazos. Perez able to force Cavazos to swing it back to goalkeeper. Firebird still staying up here. Diaz in the middle, doesn't get a good first touch on it. Pin zone in the middle. Plays it to her right for Gonzalez, and Gonzalez forced to turn around to Tacey. Tacey with Gonzalez closing in. Tries to play it towards the middle. All she sees is a white wall, and now here's it going to be a good counterattack here. Adamari Gonzalez running down, Washaka ahead of her. She's going to pause, hold up, try sending it in, and a good block there from Washaka. Just a bad turnover. Meza coming in. McKenzie able to settle it down. She's bumped off the ball momentarily, but she'll regain contact. Medina's pulling up. Pin zone. Mejia. McKenzie just sends a low ball that's blocked by Medina. Medina seems to be favoring one of her legs. She came up to battle for the ball with Kennedy McKenzie. She came up hobbling.
Bro. Oh, I don't know if you know, we were over there at the bar.
I remember.
Yeah.
I heard it in there too. In the little divot.
Scared the crap out of me, man.
I thought
Shit,
it
I
was
never heard
Playing
it
it
before, so
into
I
the
didn't know
middle.
what was going on. I thought it was a
Perez trying to
like doing their little like defensive sound.
put some pressure on Cavazos. Ball's going to go all the way down the field.
Right around me, and the people that were over there moved.
Cavazos carrying up, she'll swing it wide for Hadlin. Benson right in front of her. Trying to play it in the middle for Diaz. Gabby pin zone now. Tries playing it for Stobart, just too far ahead. That one's going to be corralled in by Massaro. All trying to play in the middle for Mejia. Ball looking back for Mejia. Mejia able to poke it past Castro. Mejia's going to send it into the box, and that one is sent away by Washaka. It's going to lead to a corner kick for the Firebirds. Two subs coming on for the Bucks. Hartley's first subs of the day. See, the referee was waving them on initially, and it's going to wave them off now. So, Ayla Harris made her return last game after missing the majority of the season. Sophomore from Tucson, Arizona. She's at the table waiting, trust in, as this one's going to get pinged in. Ball is batted up in the air. Medina jumps up and comes down with it. Mejia working. She's trying to get out of a crowd. Perez able to strip it away. Perez looking for pin zone in the middle. Pin zone trying to settle the ball down. Looks in for Gonzalez. Gonzalez with a Firebird closely trailing. Gonzalez running down the ball. Tacey's right behind her. This is going to be a good chance here. Gonzalez tries putting it in the box. Swallowed up by Medina. So a good rush there for the Firebirds. And Adamari Gonzalez. But Medina's still going to keep this a 0-0 game. Just under 6 minutes remaining in this first half. Ball's going to go all the way down. Stobart trying to close in. Stobart able to get it before it goes out of bounds. Playing it back for Gonzalez. Gonzalez going to send it in. Looking for pin zone. That one's tipped by Diaz. Well, the Buccaneers still control the ball.
Got room, but not
Firebirds able to get it, swing it back for Gonzalez. No one there. Medina is going to pop this one up into the air. Diaz able to settle it, swings it out to Massaro. Massaro's trying to play it in deep, but that is blocked by Pinzone. Pinzone trying to play it for Stobart. Stobart able to keep it in as Perez down, but has to turn back for Pinzone. Unable to connect with Perez. Playing in the middle for Pinzone. Gomes is there.
Nice ball.
So here's another rush. Gonzalez streaking down. She's got Washaka in front of her. Tacey also near, looking for McKenzie in the box. McKenzie gets past Tacey. McKenzie's going to rip a shot and just out left.
Good work, ladies. Way to work.
That's going to be a corner kick now for the Firebirds. That one was deflected, or the main reason it went out, went wide of the net in the first place.
God bless your soul.
Thank you so much. He already does. I'm locked in.
So Halo Halos and Alexa Favela still just staying at the
corner,
scores
bro.
table. It doesn't look like they're going to get in this half, because they're going to go back to the bench. Firebirds going to send it in over the head of Benson, but Firebird not able to get it on. Medina forcing McKenzie to turn around. Gomes able to play for Perez. Perez battling with Massaro. Perez sends it into the middle. He's got Stobart there. Stobart trying to get it down.
Cheers.
Battle for the ball goes out of play. They're going to say in favor of St. Catharines. Massaro trying to get one last rush now. Playing it into the middle, too far past Zamora. Medina just starting to lay into him now on the clears. Galilea Medina, freshman from Fallbrook, California. Played for Fallbrook Union High School, was a one-time All-League member. Definitely be an integral part of this back line this year. Big reason for why they're improving. If you're Jack Hartley, you got like what you see just out of your freshman defenseman. Gonna have her for another 3 years after this. Final game of the regular season for both these teams. St. Catharines looks like they're on their way towards the CalPAC tournament. Buccaneers not. Did have senior day. Only honored one senior, which was goaltender Lisbeth Medina. She owns the school record for saves. Also save percentage. 1 minute left in this second half. Still 0-0. As you can see, Buccaneers starting to get tired. They'll enjoy this break coming up. Just due to injury and roster size, the Buccaneers don't have a ton of subs. You look at their roster compared to the roster of this St. Catharines, it's just night and day. With how many people that Katie Ritchie has at her disposal. Firebirds trying to get one last chance in, a quick throw in for Gonzalez. Gonzalez trying to get down. 10 seconds left. Gonzalez able to get past Tacey. Gonzalez coming in, sends a low ball, looking for Diaz, and Medina just sends it off the back line, and that's going to end the first half in Mesa. University of St. Catharines Firebirds 0, Park University Gilbert Buccaneers 0. Buccaneers still trying to look for that first win since 2019, their first win under Jack Hartley's regime, and they might get it. Still a tie game. Stay tuned on the Buccaneers Sports Network as we will be back after halftime. Welcome back to the Paloma Soccer Complex in Mesa, Arizona. Second half action between the Park University Gilbert Buccaneers and the St. Catherine Firebirds. This game is still knotted up at 0-0. St. Catherine the favorite in this one. They are 13-4, 6-1 in the CalPAC Conference. Last time these two teams faced off, it was a 3-0 shutout victory for the Firebirds. But the Buccaneers are hanging around, and it's been the story for them as it has been all season. It's just that back line. Headed by Elizabeth Bedina in net. They have kept this a shutout so far. Veronica Rodriguez did ping one off the crossbar pretty early in that first half. That's been the best chance the Firebirds have had. Katie Ritchie has been on her team. They want them to play faster. They've struggled to connect on passes in the box. So that's a big reason this game's still 0-0. Bucks hanging around as they have been pretty much for the second half of this season. Jack Harley has his team playing very focused, pretty aggressive, as well as Stobart coming down the wing. Stobart trying to send it in too far for Perez. Perez still has it in the box, still battling for it. Two players go down, no call. So just as I said, Harley has his team playing fast and aggressive. They come out, put the ball in the box, and a handball there called on Perez. It's going to kill that possession. But we've seen the back line for the Bucks jump in more. We've seen the forwards run and track down balls. So it was a pretty good performance. The Firebirds did control the majority of the pace of play. But especially for this Firebirds team that has a lethal forward combination in Sierra Little, Veronica Rodriguez, and Lauren Betancourt. They are missing one of their key players in Isabella DeLeon, the senior forward. Tied on the team for the lead in goals with 9, has 7 assists, 25 points on the season. She has been scratched out of today's matchup. So look for number 7 in white to pick up the slack as she is matched up with Destiny Tacey. She's going to poke one through. Her and Tacey lining up. She's looking for Rodriguez in the box. Washaka not able to get a foot on it. Veronica Rodriguez wasn't able to get it down. She tried the bicycle kick and had a harder connection, and looks like that is going to be an offsides call on White. Sierra Little sends it in. Washaka sends that one away. Pin zone with Medrano on her back. Ball still bouncing around. Sent out wide for Rodriguez. Rodriguez, Washaka in front of her. Rodriguez going to measure this one in the box. And a header and a goal! Sierra Little tallies double digits for goals this season. The lethal combination comes through. 7 in white, her 10th goal of the year. And the scoring is officially opened up as the Firebirds will hold a 1-0 lead over the Buccaneers. A great assist there from Veronica Rodriguez. That is her 5th assist on the year. So just as I mentioned it, with DeLeon back, with DeLeon out, Rodriguez and Little combine to give the Firebirds a 1-0 lead. Ball's going to be played back in. Washaka, Little closing in on her. Washaka just forced to play that ball out of bounds. You saw Little got subbed off pretty early in that first half, and she never made a return. She gets to start again in the second half and immediately makes an impact less than 5 minutes in of the second frame. Wolf controls the ball for the back line. Ball trying to be forced in by Veronica, or Leah Cavazos, excuse me. Cavazos trying to poke it around. Pin zone's right there. Perez has Stobart on her right, and she's just getting tangled up. Elevator doors closed on Perez by 2 white defenders. Cavazos now, just carrying up. She'll play it out to her right. And up for Massaro. Massaro has room in front of her. Ayla Harris going to get the start in the second half. Veronica Rodriguez with Tacey in front of her. Rodriguez glides past Tacey. Washaka trying to close in. Washaka able to snuff out that pass. Play back in, but Firebirds come crashing down, trying to keep it in. Gomes playing it up. Stobart in the air. Perez able to get it down. Stobart out wide, plays the ball. Stobart's going to get a run at it. Gonzalez is trailing. Stobart out wide is going to stop, reset, looks to play back for Castro. Castro also has a person right on her hip. Castro able to stab it past 2 defenders. That one's just going to cream unthreatening to Victoria Cavazos. Cavazos quickly plays it out to her right, and the Firebirds are going to try to reset on the counterattack here. Sorry, playing it wide for Little. Little with a wall with Shaka. Deflects the pass. Firebirds still regain possession. They're going to slow it down. Rodriguez just able-handedly, easily gets past Benson. Rodriguez shot on goal. Easy save for Medina. So first save of the second half for Lisbeth Medina. She's kept the Buccaneers in some close games this year. It's just a 1-0 game right now. See if she can come for some big saves. Hopefully the offense can carry through. Stobart out wide. Stobart forced to turn around, looking for Perez. Perez, the goal scorer from last game against Westcliff. Tries playing it back out for Stobart. She wasn't ready for it, so possession killed on a Buccaneers turnover. Massaro playing it for Meza. Meza swings it out wide for Gonzalez. Gonzalez just kind of whiffs, trying to receive the pass. Still able to keep it in. And a good challenge there from Washaka. Out of bounds on the Buccaneers. Firebirds will retain possession, trying to open up a 2-0 lead early in the second half. Trying to play it for Little. Gomes able to strip it away. Gomes possesses. And a good challenge there from Madrano. Buccaneers trying to clear. This is where they can get in trouble sometimes. A turnover there. Gonzalez is going to play low for Little. Rodriguez in the box. Little's going to set up on the wing. She's going to try to ping it in. That one looked like it was partially blocked. They didn't have enough juice on it. And the Buccaneers will clear. Stobart in possession. Stobart sends it into the middle for Gomes. Gomes plays it forward for Benson. Benson not able to get a foot on it. And that one's just going to roll onto the feet of Cavazos. Firebirds will reset. Pace of play has definitely picked up early in the second half, especially since that first goal, as that one's mishandled by Tacey. Veronica Rodriguez knifing her way into the box. She's going to take a shot with her left, and that's just going to roll into the hands of Medina. So another good chance for the Firebirds. Medina, some pair of nice saves after letting up that goal to Sierra Little, just keeping it a 1-0 game. Nice move there from Gonzalez, gliding her way into the middle, swings it out wide for Massaro. Massaro is going to send it in, looking for Madrano. Madrano working on Castro. She's forced to turn back. They're going to swing it back outside for Gonzalez. Gonzalez has room. Castro right in front. Castro, a nice challenge from her, pokes it out of bounds. Listen to the Buccaneers Sports Network. I'm Michael Donahue, bringing you today's matchup between the Buccaneers and the Firebirds. An early second half goal from Sierra Little, number 7 in white, gives the Firebirds a 1-0 lead. This one's played back into the box, and another goal! So 2 headers, one from Sierra Little, this one from Stephanie Zamora. A 2-0 lead
Nice work, ladies.
off the throw-in. Firebirds opening up a lead now on the Buccaneers. Some poor defense in the penalty area for the Buccaneers, and it has bit them hard early in the second half. 2-0 Firebirds.
USK.
Castro getting possession now. She is challenged by Medrano. Ball never went out of bounds. The Buccaneers certainly thought it did. So they're going to play it up. Massaro now. Massaro in the middle. Goes outside of Gonzalez. Washaka comes running up. She'll poke it away momentarily. Gonzalez will save it from going out of bounds. Plays it in the middle for Zamora. Zamora has Little out wide. She will play it there. Little will set up. Washaka, the captain, right in front of her. Playing it into the middle for Medrano. Medrano's going to let one loose. That one hit the chest of Tacey. She had her hands up there, so luckily a handball wasn't called. Gonzalez coming into the middle. She's going to let one rip. It's going to take a short hop right in front of Medina, and she'll swallow that one up. Still a 2-0 lead for the Firebirds. And the shots are starting to pour in now for St. Catherine's. This is the Bucks team that, coming into today's matchup, has let in over 320 shots on Medina, only managing 27 of their own. It's been a team that's struggled on offense, to say the least, this season. Only the first year of Jack Hartley's regime, coming from North Dakota at the University of Jamestown. Gonzalez with Castro right on her. Gonzalez, nice little stop and go. It's going to play in the middle for Little. Little had a chance that she was able to settle it down, but not a good first touch, and just rolls right to Medina. So Little was looking for her second goal of today's game. A team high 10 goals on the season. While still bouncing, Medrano able to settle it. Zamora trying to play in the middle for Little. That one is shut off by the Bucks. The Firebirds are just now really dominating the time of possession. Gonzalez plays it for Zamora. Zamora having trouble settling it down. She does now. Gonzalez right in front of her. She's going to send this one low and into the box. Tacey is going to handle that one nicely. Just plays it right off of Little, and Rodriguez lets one rip. That one is batted down by Medina.
Get it back, Firebirds. Nice. Oh, nice ball.
Buccaneers, this is where they find themselves. Can't clear the ball. Rodriguez back with it. Kayla Harris in front. Rodriguez is going to stop. Low shot. Saved by Medina. Rebound comes back out. The Buccaneers just have to clear, so a throw-in upcoming for the Firebirds. So nice halftime adjustment so far for Katie Ritchie. You could definitely see more pressure being applied by this Firebirds team on the clears, and that's where the Bucks struggle to do. That has led to a 2-0 lead. Sorrow, they're going to try to use the width of the pitch here. Swung out wide. Poor Gonzalez. Gonzalez with Castro right in front.
Nice, Minerva.
Gonzalez able to stop and go. She'll spin around. Gonzalez thought about giving it a chance, but she's going to play it for Massaro. Tacey for the Buccaneers, able to clear for the moment. Ball played low. Rodriguez. Rodriguez sends it in for Little. What a goal! Sierra Little, her second goal of the second half. 11th on the season. Veronica Rodriguez with her second assist of the afternoon. And just like that, in 15 minutes, it is 3-0 St. Catherine's. Those are some subs coming in. Falvella coming in for Castro. Betancourt checks back in for the Firebirds. And now getting in is Jordan Martinez for the Firebirds, making her first appearance of the afternoon. So Castro playing hard, but Adamari Gonzalez was able to get past her a couple of times, and Buccaneers just seeing the cracks open up into valleys now, just not able to clear the ball, not being able to put pressure on Cavazos. They came out of the second half in the first couple of minutes, and they looked pretty good. And just one goal from Sierra Little has opened this one wide open. Went Little, then Zamora, back to Little, and it's 3-0. You're listening to today's Cal Pack action between the Buccaneers and the Firebirds on the Buccaneers Sports Network. I'm Michael Donahue. Make sure to stay tuned after this one, as the men's teams will face off against each other, with kickoff slated around 1 p.m. Cavazos swallows up a bouncing ball, plays it out fast to Hadlin. Hadlin looking to go low. No one is stepping up to Hadlin. Finally, Zamora takes control of the ball. She'll send it down low. Ball sent into the box. Hallie Benson able to shoulder that one down, and Medina will gain control. The Buccaneers looking to reset. Medina sends this one high for Stobart, takes a bounce. Perez trying to chase it down. Leah Cavazos just forced to play it out of bounds.
That's on you. Throw the ball.
So I talked about how lethal this scoring attack would be for the Firebirds, and it has held true so far. Sierra Little, the junior from Charlotte, North Carolina, came in leading her team in goals, assists, and points. And so far, she has shown why. 2 more goals added on the afternoon. Veronica Rodriguez came in with 4 assists. She now has 6 on the year. Saw it in the first half. The Firebirds unable to connect on crosses into the box, passes into the box, and they have connected for sure. All 3 goals have been headers by the Firebirds. Throwing for the Firebirds. Handled by Zamora. Played into the middle for Little. Little will turn around, reset. She has time, plays it back for Meza. Meza into the middle. Washaka comes up to snuff that one out. Washaka is just getting bodied by Rodriguez, and that's going to lead to a turnover.
Stay with it, Jordan. Stay with it.
Jordan Martinez, Harris in front of her. Harris, a nice slide tackle, able to poke it out momentarily. Martinez looking to fix her shin guard. So throw in.
Right?
So Katie Ritchie has really done a great job of turning this team around. She took over in December of 2018 after a fall campaign. Saw the Firebirds go 0-14. Since then, they have notched a 26-21-1 record, including a season best 13-4 record on the year, just 1 loss in the Cal Pac Conference. Team is not receiving votes for national standings, and they are definitely playing with a chip on their shoulder today. 2 of their wins coming against nationally ranked opponents in Embry-Riddle, who they swept the season series against. They certainly are playing it like it today.
I'm having a problem with the connection. Please try again in a little bit.
Oh, nice, Hannah.
That was just going to be
Step up, Leah.
bounced around. Firebirds still maintaining control. Harris able to pop one up in the air. Madrano is going to control for the Firebirds. Ball still just bouncing around and finally under control again. Hadlin's going to carry in. Hadlin sends it into the middle for Zamora. Zamora is going to give it back for Rodriguez. Rodriguez just at the top of the box. Swung out wide. Rodriguez pins on runner back. Rodriguez is going to turn and fire. That one's just going to sail out to the left.
Set her up, Jordan.
Washaka is going to send this one down the line looking for Stobart. Stobart has it. Wolf doing a nice job making Stobart turn around, and another turnover. Buccaneers find themselves in trouble once again. Little, so dangerous with the ball. He's going to send this one, just a driver into the box. Martinez find one at her feet, just cut off the angle and out wide right of the net. Tina on the goal kick. Play down. Zamora trying to get control of it. She'll pop one up. Tacey trying to settle it. She will. Tries to play it, just plays it right to Betancourt. Betancourt is going to put one on net. Medina slaps it down, gains control. Buccaneers will try to reset again. So you've seen this in the second half. The Buccaneers just unable to clear. The Firebirds putting a lot more pressure with their back line, just not allowing Buccaneers to get anything going in the offensive end, and that's what really hurts them. After pitching a shutout in the first half, you see runs like this where teams just score 3 goals in 15 minutes. The Firebirds have certainly done that today. Harris is going to play that down the line, looking for Josie Perez. Cavazo is going to come way off her line. Swallowed that one up, not even going to let the Buccaneers get a chance at it. You can see the wear and tear on these Buccaneers forwards after playing a pretty aggressive first half, just not running quite as furiously as anymore. And a good ball there. Rodriguez able to head it down, looking for Betancourt. Benson came streaking in to strip the ball away from Betancourt. And looks like the ball was out of play off the back line, so that's going to set up for a Firebird corner kick.
So that's it. You don't know what you're doing. But no, it's just that.
Corner kick now sent in high. That one's going to take one bounce. Little trying to settle it. Little able to get a piece on it. Harris blocks it in front, and Harris is going to clear in the direction of Perez. Perez with someone on her back. Working really hard. Perez able to get away at the moment. Going to play it down for Stobart. Stobart has Wolf right on her. Stobart forced to turn around. Plays it for Benson. Good ball in for Perez. Perez has room to run. Cavazo's right in front of her. She'll send it out to Stobart. Stobart is going to send one in, and that one's headed away by the Firebirds. Firebirds trying to reset now. Valvella tracking that ball down. Going to set it back for Harris. Harris Just going to sound the ball into the middle, seeing if any of her teammates can retrieve that one, and they don't. Ball settled by Rodriguez. Rodriguez easily gets past Harris. Tacey closing out on her. Rodriguez stops. Oh, nice move there to get by Tacey. Rodriguez sets up. One hop there, and another hat trick for Little. 4-0 Firebirds in the second half. Sierra Little flexing some muscle, her third goal of the afternoon. Another assist from Rodriguez, who really made that play happen. So now Richie will turn to her bench, as this game has gone out of hand for the Buccaneers in the second half. Great play by Little, taking that ball off the first hop. Just sends a screamer low into the left corner. So Little will come off after a great day. Rodriguez will come off after a great day. And you see why this forward combination can be so dangerous for the Firebirds. And all of their goals have come from their forward position today. So another late whistle, as Buccaneers didn't have quite the advantage. So a late whistle comes in after a late challenge on Benson. Buccaneers will regain control of the ball. So about 20 minutes left in this second half. Firebirds have just rung 4 goals on these Bucks in the second half after Medina and company were able to pitch a shutout through the first 45 minutes. It has been all Firebirds in this second half. Sierra Little came in with a team-high 9 goals. She has pushed that goal total up to 12. Rodriguez with the reverse hat trick. She's had 3 assists. Still just one shy of Little for the team lead in assists. Little also has 8 assists. Washaka snuffs the pass out, plays it up for Perez. Perez has pin zone on her right. She'll play it off to pin zone. Pin zone has some room to run. Able to tool one off Cavazos. That'll set up for a Buccaneers corner kick. So this will probably become their best chance of this second half.
Exactly.
So substitution came in after the last goal. Adriana Madrigal came in relief of Victoria Cavazos at goal for the Firebirds. So Cavazos will get a shutout. Didn't get a ton of action in that. This one sent low in, just headed away by St. Catherine's.
Good hustle, Jordan.
That one tried to get played up.
Good idea. Good hustle.
All thrown in for Gonzalez. Gonzalez looking for Perez on the sideline.
Much time's left? 17. You trying to come or trying to come in? I'll go get something. Look how close this game is.
Valvella now battling.
We stay with it, Jordan. We do not give up.
So both teams not really able to gain possession, just some sloppy play at the midline. Throw in for the Buccaneers, see if they can control for the moment, something they haven't done at all in the second half. Other than the first couple of minutes, they came out of the halftime looking good. Stobart, Perez, Pinzone were able to make some nice runs, and that just quickly faded as soon as Little opened the scoring. The Firebirds never turned back. 4-0. Little with a hat trick. Zamora was able to tally on the 4th goal. So Diaz is going to come on in relief of Alyssa Meza. You have to assume her day is done. She's played the full amount of time so far. Ball is played back for Cavazos. Cavazos will hold, fire down, looking for her teammate. There is a 26 in white on the field. There's no 26 listed. There's no 26 listed on the Firebird roster. Actually, there is, excuse me. It's Inez Gonzalez. So there were some number changes made to the roster right before the game, so apologize for losing a number 26 for the moment, but Betancourt's going to drive into the middle, takes a shot and gets taken down pretty hard. Benson was just right on her hip. Gomes now controls, able to get it to Perez, looking for Favela, plays it behind her, so now it's going to be a race to the ball. Firebirds are going to get their first. Gomes is gingerly getting up on the field. Didn't quite see what happened to her. She got taken down later, just tired at this point. She has played the entire game today. It is pretty nice weather. We started with some shade at kickoff. Sun's out now. It's still about mid-60s, so perfect soccer weather on this Sunday afternoon. Got the men's teams coming up. Kickoff slated to be around 1 p.m. They're warming up on the field right behind us, but then they'll get about 10 minutes on this pitch specifically before they'll take on the Firebirds as well. So just under 15 minutes, 2/3 of the second half have been played. Throw in for the Firebirds as they are trying to open up a 5th goal in this one. Offsides call. Referee puts the flag up, so that'll kill the Firebird possession. Harris is going to try to drill that one up the field, looking for Perez. Ball's just going to dribble back to her. Bouncing up towards the midfield. Stobart trying to get it down. Diaz gets control of it, swings it out wide to Betancourt. Betancourt's going to drive up the middle. Castro right in front of her. Gonzalez, excuse me. Betancourt still trying, knifed away by Harris. Right onto the feet of Diaz. Diaz plays it wide. And nice play by Harris once again, coming up from her defense position. Favela has a teammate to her left, and she just runs into a Firebird. But now played out wide for Gomes. Gomes trying to get in. Mishandled there from Benson, just overran the ball. Swung out wide for Betancourt. Betancourt has room to run. Benson trying to track her down. She was hopping on the attack. She is able to backtrack, so nice job getting back. Zamora plays it back for Betancourt. Betancourt's going to send a low dribbler into the box, swallowed up by Medina. Medina is going to send this one away. Favela has room. Just not a good touch, though. That one's going to lead to another turnover for this Buccaneer squad that played really well in that first half, despite getting outshot, outpossessed, and just saw the cracks turn into potholes turn into valleys now, as the Firebirds have opened up a 4-0 lead. As Charlize Wolf is going to check out the game, presumably for the day. Vanessa Massaro is going to close this one out for the Firebirds along that back line. So Firebirds look like they're going to extend their winning streak to 9 heading into the CalPAC tournament. You always have to favor a team that's coming in on a long win streak, especially when you get to tournament play. It's sometimes just all about a team that can catch fire in an instant. We saw that especially in the second half, just an offensive explosion for the Firebirds. Four goals in the second half for the Firebirds. Katie Ritchie able to turn this program around from a 0-14, or sorry, excuse me, an 0-14 campaign in the fall of 2018. She takes over in the fall, or in December of 2018. And has totaled a 26-21-1 record since then, including a 13-4 record this year, well on her way to 14-4 on the season. And on the opposite side, Hartley not experiencing the same amount of success, still looking for that first win under his regime, but he'll pretty much have the same team turning around next year. Betancourt looking for that top right corner, just misses. So Alondra Castro comes back into the game for Cheyenne Stobart. Plethora, or pair of subs coming in now for the Firebirds. Kennedy McKenzie checks back into the game. Under 10 minutes now left in the final regular season game of the season at the Paloma Soccer Complex in Mesa, Arizona. Bucks find themselves down 4-0 after the Firebirds just lit up the scoreboard in the second half, especially Sierra Little notching a hat trick, team high 12 goals on the season. Ball played into the middle now for Maya Diaz. Maya Diaz sends a low shot, partially blocked, didn't have all the power on it, so Medina was able to come over and scoop that one up. Ayla Harris now looking up Perez on the sideline, just pushes one out of bounds. One swung out wide for Massaro. Massaro with a turnover. Benson now. Benson has room to run. Massaro trailing her. Benson cutting in. It's going to send a low one into the box, and that's shut off by Leah Cavazos. Ball still being batted around the middle. Gomes will control, try swinging it for Benson. Massaro was just right there. Ladrano. Good clear from the Firebirds. Ball still being batted around near the midline. Ayla Harris now able to push that one out in front. She has it near the midline. She's looking for Benson. Benson's going to have a run at it. Benson's going to open up. Sorrow forcing Benson to turn around. Sorrow able to poke it out of bounds. So a throw-in upcoming for the Bucks. These are also things that the Bucks struggle with, trying to get possession deep into the territory, especially off of throw-ins. Perez got a piece of it. The ball just rolled out the back line, so goal kick upcoming for Madrigal. Kenny McKenzie working in the middle of the field. She has a teammate out left. She'll pause, working on Washaka, able to get by her. Castro comes crashing in to knock that ball away. Diaz is going to carry in now. Diaz trying to play it out wide for Martinez. She does. Martinez is going to send one, takes a couple of bounces, and into the hands of Lisbeth Medina. Ball blocked by Gonzalez. Gonzalez looking for Benson, too far. Massaro will settle the ball for Mejia. Mejia working down the wing. Castro tries shouldering her off the ball. Doesn't work. Mejia still driving in. Has Washaka in front of her. Working on that low baseline. Puts it out in front. It just misses about 4 Firebirds, but a nice chance created by Mejia working along that low end line. And a low driver sent in, headed away by Washaka. Pin zone lifting the ball out of the middle. Subs coming in. Betancourt coming in for Hadlin. Cheyenne Stobart coming in for Hayla Harris. So Harris hasn't had the season she quite expected. Sophomore from Tucson, Arizona, played at Sabino High School, has pretty much been injured most of the year. She has returned for the last couple of the games this season. She'll still have 2 more years coming up under Jack Hartley. As I mentioned, just a young team, only graduating 1 senior, and that is Lisbeth Medina. Definitely has some more players to mold. Has his time at Jamestown University, North Dakota, was known for being able to recruit on the West Coast, so he definitely has the chance to do it in Arizona, try to bring in some fresh talent. He added about 10 players from when he took over the job last spring. Mejia once again driving down Washaka, setting up in front of her. Mejia taking her time, lays it off for McKenzie. McKenzie trying to measure one up. She'll actually get into the middle of the field. Ball really far ahead of her, so she just has to use the width, send it out wide. McKenzie has it again. Favela comes in and just stabs it away. So still Firebirds ball. 2 minutes left to play. Ball coming in. No one able to get a foot on it. Mejia had a chance. Ball still inbounds. He is going to play. So Mejia has a lot of room to work with. She's going to tee one up and just doesn't get the contact that she would have hoped, sends that one way wide. So Mejia So the referee is going to call the game, and that will wrap things up from Mesa as the Buccaneers fall at the hands of the University of St. Catherine Firebirds 4-0. Lisbeth Medina is going to jog off the Paloma Sports Complex field for the last time as a member of the Buccaneers. Fortunately, Jack Hartley's first year as a head coach is going to end winless as they only managed a tie on one game this year. Meanwhile, on the other side, St. Catherine, Katie Ritchie is going to lead her team to the CalPAC tournament as they improve to a 14-4 record, 7-1 in the CalPAC, and has been a good story for Ritchie and her team since she took over in December of 2018, as they now have turned around one of the best records in their program history. So make sure to stick around on the Buccaneers Sports Network as the Firebirds and the Buccaneers men's programs will face each other coming up next. I'm Michael Donahue. It's been a pleasure bringing you today's action today between the women's Firebirds and Buccaneers squads, but make sure you stay tuned in just a couple minutes as kickoff is slated for around 1 p.m. here on the Buccaneers Sports Network.